All right, number 12. So same directions differentiate each function with the respect to the given variable, right? So just find the derivative. So here f primed of r, or we can call this df dr. I'll just call it f primed. And so here I can see that I'm dividing two functions, right? Quotient rule for sure. And there's a little bit of chain rule mixed in here, like the tangent of 2r cubed. That's the little bit of chain rule. And so it's not very much chain rule. Kind of goes back to number 1, like just, pretty basic two-step chain rule. Yeah, I think the main feature here is we have two functions that we're dividing, right? F prime over, or f over g, right? And we're taking the derivative of that. So remember, just to real quick remind you of the quotient rule, and if you need that, that's f prime, the numerator function derived, times the denominator function g, minus fg primed, right? Some people write g primed f, right? That's fine too. And then all over g squared. Okay? And so if this is f, then f prime would be 72 r to the 8th. This will go away, right? And then so we multiply that by tangent of 2r cubed. And then minus, now we're going to do regular f. So 8r to the 9th minus 9 times the derivative of tangent. So the derivative of tangent is secant squared, right? 2r cubed, keep that input the same, and then we multiply by the derivative of the inner function, right? Which is 6r squared, okay? So that's our numerator. And then in the denominator, we're just going to have the denominator squared, so it'll just be tangent, and I'll show you two ways to write this, but tangent of 2r cubed, so we can write it like this, right, and square the whole tangent, or we can write it like this, right? The way we don't want to write it is like this. That would be wrong. That's just squaring this and not the whole tangent. And so watch out for that. And that's why we put this exponent here, is just to not have to write parentheses every time, right? And not to make that mistake or have that confusion, okay? So this is the way that we kind of the standard way we write trig functions with exponents. All right, so that's really the answer. You could move the 6r squared to the front, but that's not adding much value. As long as you have these parentheses here, I would say like this is totally fine to keep it like this. You could also distribute the 6r into these two here, but once again, that's not adding much value. So this is one that I would just assume leave it the same. So, all right, let me know if you have any questions.